First order of business was to establish a fire ring. Got the director's chair, and I'm probably going to sleep in the back of that truck. I brought the tent also, but might just save a little time and be a little warmer off the ground. It's a toss-up which way would be better. Probably sleep in the truck tonight. The only disadvantage is that if there were any rodents, rats or mice, which are common around campsites, campgrounds. This is a regular campground with quite a few established camp areas, is that rodent would just try all night to get into the back of that truck and keep me awake. It's happened many times, so that would be the only problem. This was where the fire ring was, and I just wanted it back here. It's a little drier, and there's the fuel for the fire tonight. Here we have some animal tracks down here. Little guy. I think those are bigger than what a squirrel would make. Could be like a pine marten, which is a little bigger than a squirrel. 3 or 4 times as big as a squirrel. It was kind of strange when I first saw them out here. I thought I was imagining things and seeing a giant squirrel. That's my Coleman CL2 white gas lantern that I just love. It burns white gas that you buy in the gallon, 2-gallon size, and this is full right here, nearly full of that white gas, and that could probably go all night. It's amazing. I fired it up because the mantles are torn. I have backup mantles. I wanted to get this thing going before it got dark. We are just starting daylight savings time, and it gets dark 4:30, 4:45. It's nearly that time now. I have some really sweet, inebriating beer with me on this trip. Blueberry oatmeal stout. I was excited to find that at the store for this adventure. Okay, I've got the fire ring set to start the fire. And basically, I like to try myself with just one light. If I can get that started with one light of fire, I'm satisfied, because many times starting a fire is just extremely difficult. What I've found is that it's a basic concept. You build the pyramid. There's like sort of a napkin at the bottom, then paper, then cardboard, and then this very small tinder. This stuff here is just going to be great for this fire. Also, what I do is I save my these half-used tea candles, because wax is an incredible fire starter. If you ever need to start a fire, just a little bit of wax will get it going. It's just so amazing. So I save old candles for that. Alright, one light concept here. If it gets going, what I'll do is I'll slowly stack larger sticks around the side. You kind of get the outside of this ring lined with larger branches. You get those heated, get those dried out, so you can slowly just creep them towards the center. Looks like we're golden. I have 3 old tea candles in there, and I probably didn't need those, but hey, let's get her going. Yeah, it's definitely on, so I need to get some more wood and get that thing going just in time for dark. Okay, it's a really great start to this fire. You just kind of keep piling on the little twigs, that tea candle wax really got it going. You'll notice the flame is angling down this way. You need to set up your fire location and camp location strategically so that the smoke doesn't blow into your tent or where you're sitting. Like I knew I was going to sit here because I felt the breeze coming down the mountain. If you're on a mountain, generally the wind or breeze will either go down or up. And you just want to get some embers at the bottom so that you can continue with the fire. I can feel the heat already. It's perfect. Sometimes, well, many times I don't have a fire in the summer. It's not really necessary. More of a hassle than anything. But here in November in the Cascades, you almost require it. Things will get pretty dismal. We're going to have a full moon, I think, tomorrow. And I'm just really excited about that. Well, we're firing up a little dinner. Starting to get a little chilly. This is a sweet little item for cooking. You get these Coleman propane tanks and just a stove attachment. And really makes things handy. This is where I'm sleeping in my truck bed. Got the tarp, my heavy pad. This is a really thick, heavy pad that I usually don't take in the summer, but definitely insulates me and keeps me warm. I'm cooking up some bacon. And I'm going to add some food from home, some beans, potatoes, and carrots, and rice. Well, it's a pretty special time out here because that moon is nearly full. And it's pretty damn cold. It's below freezing now. Just a tad below. Got a nice fire over there. Filled up on the dinner. Couple brews. But I'm getting cold. I'm going to have to get into that sleeping bag. The moon actually is way far north on the horizon. I was a little excited to see where it was at. And I guess it makes sense because of the time of the year. Okay, I gotta get back to that fire. Probably wrap up the night. Well, there's where I slept last night. It was comfortable enough with that sleeping bag I have. Right now it's probably 30 degrees and I'm getting ready to start a fire, and this was amazing because I set it up with the paper and cardboard, and there are still some coals under there. I am amazed at that. It's smoldering. So I'm gonna fire up this campfire and make some coffee and some breakfast.